previously on Let's Share Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
Something has come up.
Yeah, I heard. Fumi's dead, right?
Indeed.
Well, that is not all. It is gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Oh, we got a Gamzee on our hands.
And now, back to sharing the despair.
First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. Not ready.
Nobody's ever ready.
The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotake Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before.
That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could, anyway.
Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's been bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
She's too integral to the plot. They can't. Too integral to the plot. They can't kill her off. Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? That has no benefit. Why would anyone do it?
An accomplice?
What are you doing here?
Monokuma!
Don't be rude. I'm here to
appears!
answer your question.
What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification.
So then...
So you are saying... So are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, you can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys.
Oh, there is an accomplice, and it's Hero.
I'm not saying that. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one Blackened can graduate, and accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words...
Then you need to figure out who that one Blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal?
well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shit. Next class trial, what you need to determine is the one true Blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action.
So not the one who actually did the kill.
No, he just worded it weird.
The true Blackened? So just one person?
well now.
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the Blackened. Good luck to all the contestants.
So there can only be one Blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. And I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all.
You may be right.
If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However...
I'm over here.
I've been in this room this whole time and I just didn't notice it.
There's actually a character in Danganronpa who's like, their power is that they're so ordinary looking that they're invisible to people.
Don't really make my presence very known.
You know?
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone as a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack.
What? I'm offended!
Oh, hi, Toko.
When did you... I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl.
Milk sack?
you gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
Hang on, can we talk about the milk sack thing for a little bit? Like,
Nope, we're moving on.
I mean, you are a serial killer.
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know.
Yeah, she was Toko the whole time.
She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then...
Hina and I can handle it. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
And that's that. Let's begin.
This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems.
Welcome to file number 3 has been added to Boat section of handbook.
There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the justice hammers have been designed using these as models? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalk and stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. It's wet. Did someone wash it recently?
Flawless hammer.
Yeah. That's interesting. I don't want to inspect the body. I don't want to do it.
No, I haven't yet.
Not yet?
You can just do whatever you want.
I'm not get now. If there is one. Hey, Makoto? I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But...
And we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began. But now it's wide open? There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Oh, do I gotta? There's only one thing in and out of this room. The door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on this door, but it can only be locked from the inside of the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started searching for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from the inside of the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone...
Repository Dory has been added to the section.
Repository Dory. Do I gotta talk to Asahina again?
I don't think so.
Sakura? There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Absolutely! Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up. So we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. Oh wait, this is the wrong voice. I didn't notice. It was Robo-Justice. Also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costume assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong?
I saw a shadow! Something moving about at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor where we split up and began searching. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you.
I still suspect her. I saw him! The strange costumed man! He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... Yeah! Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened. Hey, is there a possibility of 2 Blacken?
Give me a situation.
Like, basically what I'm thinking is, since Celeste was with you when Hifumi screamed, I'm assuming that it's entirely possible that Hiro did in fact kill Hifumi. However, Celeste was left to her own devices on the 3rd floor, yes? So what I'm thinking is, maybe when she was, before she screamed that she saw the suspect, she went off and did her thing in the supply closet. I forgot what it's called. I think it's just the supply room. She went off and did the dirty deed. And then she went back, screamed, and that's when they found the body.
I don't think I can reveal too much, but in that situation, if you think about it, there can only be one Blackened for each case. So when someone claims the Blackened title, then
no one else can become the Blackened.
not necessarily.
So they can't do it at the same time?
How do I word this? Let's just keep going.
Alright. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened.
However,
But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. That's what it was! Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. I'm never gonna get over it. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. So this is all just a summary.
Yeah.
Okay. Took me that long to figure this out.
Yeah.
But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who had just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room.
This can't be happening.
Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. Celeste said it! Celeste said everything so far! And there we... Oh, wrong voice again! And there we discovered the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
however,
Looking back, things certainly have been very active. If you want me to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Yeah, that is not usual at all. So, do I have to talk to you again?
I don't think so.
I'm going to.
Don't mind you were right.
This whole situation really does bother me. After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? This is the same dialogue, yeah?
Yeah, I've forgotten.
Yep, this is the same dialogue. Do I gotta leave again?
Or you can talk to Byakuya, who's over in the right.
Oh, he is
You
here!
really forget about him.
Yeah! I thought he left! Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it?
I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Fumi said when he died,
Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So, in other words,
and there is no room to suspect anyone else.
Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume?
Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see.
At least it's not me. I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case?
Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies?
They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation.
But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we?
Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron.
Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is... why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
They were getting annoyed with their shenanigans.
What?
Because all the rule says is, if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps... I see, so that's what that means.
Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends.
Oh! Is this because I only spent 1 free time?
Maybe.
Is it because I didn't give you a present?
Maybe. I don't know, Makoto. Why don't you take a look inside yourself and think about it for a moment. Was it because you didn't give me a present? Was it?
Huh? What's with the attitude?
But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all.
His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. It was Celeste! And we'll prove it next time.
Now let's get
Dang it.
so much of that was the recap. Let's
Yeah.
just keep going.
Yeah. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, it would have killed him. It would have killed him to tell me what it was. Sorry. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? There we go. So did I leave just yet? I got to investigate the body.
Yeah.
He found these big, cold bodies laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office, where he was discovered, to here in the repository. All the way from the first floor to the 3rd. And all without anybody noticing. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it! His glasses! When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now, they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? Expecting him to come back? But who would do that? And why?
Fumi's glasses have been added.
I have no choice, do I?
Face your fears.
Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head.
And that he'll never say F you again.
No! You got me not saying one dirty word. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. You don't want to make a mess, you know. Did the killer use this to move Tucker's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind where the body was, while the body was moved.
Nice. Blue tarp has been added.
Is that it?
I think there's the trolley thing next to Sakura's feet.
Oh, that's how he knew he was moved. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. I wonder what that could mean. I wonder what that could possibly mean. There could be no correlation from the dolly with the bloodstains to the murder. Right, Makoto? What's the explanation? It's gonna take him months to figure out what this means. It's gonna be trial 4 when he realizes, oh, the dolly that has blood on it, that must mean that's what moved the body!
He just wakes up in the middle of the night and it's like, oh man!
Oh man, that's what moved the 2 bodies!
Calm down.
Sorry, I'm sad.
Repository dolly has been added to this book, say the handbook.
There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found. Then the equipment room, where Taka was found.
And we'll do that next time.